as you guys are watching this car is actually dropped off for paint. We are making sure that it gets completely touched up and gets all new paint. As you can see, even a good detail couldn't get some of this stuff out. So this thing is gonna look brand new for whoever wins it. By the way, you guys can win this super rare 1994 Subaru STI. There's only 200 made, 100 in the hatchback and 100 in the saloon. So if you want a Subaru STI hatchback that's super rare, closed deck EJ20G, something ready for you to have fun with, that's gonna have fresh new paint as well, make sure you guys go to 53supply.com. Every $1 you spend gets you one chance to enter to win that car. We've got some new merch, and we've got a little bit of new merch on the way, so make sure you guys are going to the website, checking it out. Happy shopping, and good luck. The link is right there on the top of the description, by the way. Off to the video. A lot of you guys will remember a year and a half ago, I bought my sister her very own Miata. I got it from Copart. We rebuilt it together and we built it together. I did this because it was her senior year of high school and we didn't get a lot of time together growing up, so I wanted to do something together before she went off to college. I'm going to surprise her with a turbo kit for her car. Now, just so you guys know, I'm not cheating here. Today is May 3rd. By the time this is live, I will already have all of the videos filmed and Jaren will know, because I know you guys suck at spoiling things. The last time Jaren was here, the Miata overheated and it was bad. So it's been sitting here ever since she left, which was, I want to say, around Christmas break. If you guys haven't watched in a while, really long story short, but because my mental and physical health is good these days, I'm actually able to do motorsport stuff again. And so I've been drag racing and trying to make sure that everything I have is running and actually driving. So if you guys haven't watched content in a little while, I am currently back in motorsports and making some of the best content I've made in years. So I hope you subscribe, turn those notifications on, and enjoy what I've got going on. So without wasting any more time, I've got to get this car onto the lift. Let's get this thing off of here, and I got to get Jaren's car into this bay. Before we get started, let's see what we're working with here. Woo! JDM intake. Oh, that's the turbo. That's heavy. Wow. What do we got here, dude? Wow, this is a lot of stuff. Oh, is this the little intercooler? Dude, I think this is the intercooler. This little baby. It's such a little baby. Look at it. It's so small. Those of you guys that have watched my channel for a long time know, okay, I'm not the king of eBay turbo builds, but I like doing them. And I have done them for a long time. I bought this kit off of eBay. It was $670 or something. It's literally almost the same thing as the one I did on my Civic 3 years ago almost. Wastegate, easy enough, simple enough. You got a couple springs in there. Going to probably just run the smallest spring possible and run very, very little boost. This could very possibly be, actually I don't even know. Oh, the manifold, duh. When you go eBay turbo, guys, the only thing I've really seen happen is the turbo itself. But like, I have fully pushed eBay turbo kits. Like, I had a turbo running at 23 PSI for a really long time, and then it finally blew. You really can't go wrong with cast parts, such as this exhaust manifold right here. It's very simple to install and it's very effective. The wastegate just goes right on it, the turbo bolts onto that, and then you make the downpipe and all that kind of stuff from there. So these turbo kits typically come with a lot of things, but you're always going to have to get something more typically. So one of my sponsors, one of the people I work with is MA Performance. You can get aluminum and steel like from them. I am not good at welding yet, but we do have a sponsor, HTP Weld. So I mean, you have tons of little things like couplers. I mean, you have all of the gaskets, which are nice. But let's move on and see the turbo. It's Turbocharger brand. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be the exact same thing, exact same turbo. Thank you for shopping with us, but it does not give a phone number or any information about them. Yes, sir. My favorite. Holy crap, dude. This is a waterless turbo, meaning you don't need water to keep the turbo and the turbine cool. Zero name on this, probably so that you can't sue them when it blows up, but hey, if the turbo seizes, just like all the other ones I've done, I'll just get her a nice one. So this is a nice base to start off Jaren with like the turbo life. So without further ado, let's, I gotta get my Civic moved. We'll get her Miata in here. Turbocharging a car is actually fairly easy. It does take a decent amount of work, but at the end of the day, it's actually very simple. You're going to remove your stock exhaust manifold if the car isn't already turbocharged. A turbo spins based off of exhaust gases. So a turbo will go right onto a new exhaust manifold and start spinning. When it's spinning, the compressor housing literally just compresses air and sends it into the intake manifold. So really, all you have to do is put air that is made from this part of the engine and force it into this part of the engine. So this car did not come turbocharged from the factory. It has an NA, a naturally aspirated 2JZ GE, and actually so did my Toyota Supra up there. With this specific turbo kit, I needed oil and water. So as you can see, in order for this turbo to remain cool, it needs oil to it, and it also has to return that oil somewhere in the engine. And so the hardest part really is drilling and tapping and or welding to the oil pan. You also see here that I have water lines, but thankfully we won't need to do that for the Miata. All you have to do is cut into your stock lines. But this turbo spools up, it compresses air in the silver part, it goes through right here, through the intercooler, up through this mess right here, and into the intake manifold, and then into the engine. And that makes your car faster with magic. I don't consider myself a tutorial channel. I'm not gonna get too far into it. If you wanna know more, there's so much information out there on the internet. To get started, I am going to, at least today, get the turbo mounted and get all the intake components out. Simple enough. Now that we have the air intake system out of the way, we now have made room for air to be induced back into the motor. Now we've got to replace the exhaust. You know, I say this is for Jaren, and it really is, but I had a Miata for years, and I always wanted a turbocharged one. So this is just as enjoyable for me as I know it will be for you guys and for her. We're out, baby. So I like to get things mocked up so I know exactly where I need to drill for the oil return, and it looks like it's gonna be right about down there. Take a nice straight line, kind of right next to the engine mount. So somewhere down there, I'll be drilling that oil pan, and maybe even a little bit farther forward. That's gonna be where the return goes. Well guys, I was really excited to show you guys this. Austin just bought a really cool RC car, but we broke the diff already. We're gonna drift it around. All right, anyways, we started this video a long time ago. When I began this process, Drew was still technically working for me, and then one day essentially he just basically was like, I'm not coming over anymore. So because I obviously had a lot of other things to do, I wanted this done in the background, but I had nobody to help me in the background. So Austin's coming over in between days at the shop, and Baba Booey, we have a turbo kit sort of installed on the car. So we've got this right here. We've got, I mean, everything's pretty much good to go. We got to tighten a lot of stuff down. I'd like to get a first start this video to make sure it's good. Jaren's going to be in town this weekend, so I'm really crossing my fingers we can surprise her with this, and my goal is just to get her in the car, just have her drive it, and have her have no idea. Like, I'm not even gonna tell her to see if she notices. What else we gotta do, brother?
Build an exhaust.
All right. I guess we gotta did it come with like some sort of faux downpipe, this kit? Is that like a bend? A couple people that have helped with this, I wanna mention real quick. AMA Performance, obviously. They sent us out some piping for exhaust fab. We're just gonna connect to the exhaust that I got her when we built the car. I gotta clean the car, sorry guys. But we got a bunch of random bends, 2.5 inch small exhaust for a small car, and a Mishimoto. Because of the charge piping, it was just, we couldn't keep the radiator and the fans and stuff like that.
Everything is just really, really tight in there.
So we boosted Jaren's car. Austin, I started filming this, I think May 5th.
Oh my.
Yeah. A big shout out and thank you too. I'm so sorry for the nasty welding area. I've got to just completely rework this whole area. Big thanks to HTP. They sent us out a MIG. I don't know if I've mentioned it yet, but they sent us out a MIG welder. I've actually been able to weld with it, which has been awesome. And we've got their Invertig as well. So HTP America, USA Weld. Thank you guys so much for helping us. Let's get an exhaust made for Jaren's Miata and see if she starts. Jaren, we're gonna be saying goodbye to this guy right here, dude. We don't need. I did a picture of that, you know, the little Russian guy that's got like the oil and stuff all over his face. That's what I think of every time anyways, the downpipe made, are you happy with that? Are you moving it or what's up?
I think I'm gonna break the tacks loose and I'm gonna angle it just a little bit more.
Yeah, dang. There's a lot of room actually back there on the back of it. That's kind of nice. Let's go, dude. We're literally straight high. This reminds me, I deleted all the footage on accident of the 240 exhaust. We made an exhaust for the car, and I cleared my memory card because I was about to go to a drift event. And then I got there, I was like, oh yeah, cool. Jaren, check out what your brother made you. Oh, look at that intake, damn. That's quality. You got the math right there. So, untuned by the way. It just leaves room for improvement. I kind of just want to see what this car will do on the stock MAF sensor. Stock MAF might allow for 4 or 5 pounds. It's just not like she's gonna go blowing it everywhere. What's up?
Vroom, vroom.
We've got the downpipe, boys. Look at that, dude. It's crazy. Your welds have gotten so good. Especially having like 3 exhausts later, it's like you went from
not knowing what else
burning holes and stuff, and you know, actually that burning hole, so you didn't do that bad, but yeah, that's awesome, dude.
I think that's bigger than the stock one.
I think it's just the fans that are lower profile, so if anything we might be able to just do a different shroud. Let's try that one and see how it fits. So one of the problems is there's not much space in here, dude. Trying to get this right up to the throttle body, it's about as close as it can be without doing like pie cuts, and we're just not going to do that. And then also, I mean, there's not a lot of room, so gotta have some cooling. And the stock fans are huge, so these guys are massive, bro. Like that's like 5 inches, bro. 5 inches is massive, I would say. Too big even. No room at all.
No.
Even with that, you still can't fit. Which side is it? Because I mean, this side I feel like a lot could be cut off of that top.
Yeah, this side could come in some more, but this side I could probably come in
half an inch
like
or so.
Half an inch.
So we're actually gonna end up using the stock radiator because it's thinner with the low profile shroud, because this is actually bigger and we don't need more cooling. I mean, this car's not really ever gonna be in a high performance scenario. Maybe it might teach Jaren to drift or something. That'd be kind of cool. Look at this. Boom! Woo! As low profiles it's gonna get. Oh, we're close. I can manipulate this side. I think it'll be okay. Bro, this little $100 bandsaw, Bauer, bro. China as hell, don't care. It works real good.
Maybe easier to put the fans on after.
Think so? Yeah. Or at least maybe that fan, you know? Out? Yeah. Ooh, hey-o.
So even with that, we were still sitting up against the shroud here. I know I see S2000s and Miatas come in all the time with this one fan though.
Yeah, that might be,
might see how that works, and if that doesn't, then we revisit this side over here.
All right, we're gonna get some. It probably won't start. We'll check for leaks, that's it. Check for leaks, that's it. I try it again. sensor right now. We haven't made the bung yet. Any leaks? It's gonna sound better than this, I promise. All good? Good? Hell yeah, dude. All right, Jaren, a new battery. That's like my 7th battery this month, bro. I'm gonna go broke just buying freaking batteries, man. Ah! Just made a welding arc. Let's get the exhaust back on. We're gonna get everything fully buttoned up and see if it's good.
Tomorrow.
It's alive! We got it up to temp. I've burped the car, and what are we idling? Dude, we're idling right over 1,000 RPMs, full temp. But, oh yeah, we're getting some heat. Okay, cool. That looks dope, dude. We got pretty warm water in here now. I'm gonna wait till it stops bubbling. But dude, guys, listen to this. Not there. Not there. And we're good. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Doesn't like to go full throttle, so it might be hitting a fuel cut or something. Yeah, this is awesome. Yes. Wow. This week I am just making these 2 videos, so this video and then the next video is going to be Jaren's response. So make sure you guys are subscribed and have notifications on so you guys can see it. Even though because I didn't have shop help for a while, it did take almost 6 months to get this done. It did end up getting done, and I was able to surprise Jaren. So Jaren not only has a new full exhaust now, but she has a turbo that works. As you heard, I was driving it around. It goes a little bit into boost, and it's pretty fun to drive. So we're gonna go from here, build from here. If Jaren ends up moving back, which I really hope she does, we can take this a step further, maybe tune it, maybe even put a hydro in it and take her to a track day so she can have some fun and learn a little bit more on how to drive. And also just make sure you guys are going to 53supply.com. We've got a new drop. I think this Friday is when the new drop is, but we've got tons of merch, awesome feeling, cool looking, and every dollar you spend gets you 1 chance to enter the STI that we are giving away. If you guys are new to the channel or you haven't watched in a while, I give daily advice every single video that I do because I think it's, you know, it's my job here on earth to do more than just provide you guys with entertainment. Guys, you know, if you are out there, whether you're my age or way younger, odds are you're probably younger, and you are looking forward to getting out of school, or you have an entrepreneurial sort of mindset, or you just want to be successful. What I want to tell you guys is, this is just a problem with a lot of people these days, but what I want to tell you right now is your job is not to work for a little while until you catch a big break and then hit cruise mode, hit neutral and coast the rest of your life. We as people, especially as men, we are called to work with our hands. It doesn't matter if you win the lottery or you take the elevator up top. Some people have it a lot easier than others. It doesn't matter. You don't stop there. And a lot of people, I think they're kind of on autopilot until they hit this certain point in life to where they're like, all right, eventually, you know, some organization will sweep me off my feet like you're freaking Cinderella or something. Like, no, we are supposed to work. Work is good. Work is made for you. We are made for work. Our hands are supposed to be busy. Our minds are supposed to be busy. If you're not working, then what are you doing? You're not a functional part of society. So I don't want you guys to think that grind really, really hard in your 18, 19, 20. There's so many people that are like, oh, you just gotta grind in your 20s, you'll be done by 30. Like, no. I mean, you might be rich by 30, but don't stop there, because if you have that mindset, you're gonna get there. You're gonna be like, well, now what am I doing? What am I doing? Like, so what I want you guys to do is, you know, create realistic goals for yourself. You can have the desire to be, to want to be successful, but you just get rid of the mentality of like, oh, I'm just gonna do the bare minimum, hop around from job to job, and eventually, you know, I'll end up, you know, this will get paid off, that I'll be, and then I'll, you know, maybe I'll win the lottery or whatever. Like, you gotta know, you gotta work your hardest, work your best, contribute into the world, because it's good for you. It's good for the world. We are made for work. Work's made for us. Guys, work doesn't end when you're 25, doesn't end when you're 30, 35, 40, 45. Even if you're retired, you can still find things to do. Your hands can still be busy and your mind can still operate. So just, I don't know, maybe that was for some of you, but that was kind of like on my mind today. And I just want to encourage you guys to not get caught in this mindset that you're just gonna work and one day it's gonna be over, you know. But it's a good thing. It's a good thing though. Find joy in what you do, enjoy what you do, find something you enjoy, find something you can do for a long time. Have an amazing day, guys. And again, make sure you guys are subscribed, have those notifications turned on, and yeah, click that little bell, I guess, because I don't really know. Apparently, I'm a YouTube boomer. I've been doing this for 10 years and they keep switching stuff up on me. I can't seem to get a grip on how the entire platform works, but I'm trying my best. I surely am. You guys have an amazing day, and I will see you guys on Friday for surprising Jaren. She had no idea. Have an amazing day. Hey, make sure you guys go to 53supply.com. It's a link in the top of the description. Enter into the current giveaway we're doing. And also, if you see those two videos right in front of you, it helps me a ton if you just watch one of them. If you put me on autoplay, check out some more of the content that I've got, because I promise you it's good.